Nik Color Efex has long been one of the most powerful tools in the Nik collection, in my opinion, and with Nik Collection 7, DXO has given it a major upgrade. Hello, I'm Rod Lawton, and this is a video for amateur photographer on what's new and improved in Nik Color Efex 7. Nik Color Efex is one of the most powerful and versatile plugins in the Nik collection, especially with the enhancements in the latest version. But to see how these changes fit in and what they can do, let's do a quick recap on what Color Efex 7 is and how it works. Here's the landscape image I shot recently in Norway, and to show how quickly you can achieve results in Color Efex 7, I'm going to open a presets panel in the left sidebar, scroll right down to the bottom of the list and apply a preset called Warm Sunset, which you can see has given my landscape image a soft warm glow. Now if you take a look over at the right sidebar, you'll see there are 3 adjustment panels for polarization, sunlight and vignette lens. In fact, these are 3 different filters applied by the preset, and you can use these panels to adjust the individual filter settings and how they work together. So presets are a quick and simple way of achieving striking image effects in Color Efex 7, using preset combinations of filters and settings. But you can make your own adjustments from scratch by manually selecting the filters you want to use. I can get rid of the filters used by the preset by clicking the X boxes in their title bar, then go back to the left sidebar to open the filters panel. What I get now is a list of all the filters available in Color Efex 7, and to apply any one of them, I move the mouse pointer over the name and click the plus sign that appears to the right. This adds the filter to the right sidebar, where I can start experimenting with the settings. I've chosen the Clear View filter here because it's one of the things that has changed in Color Efex 7. The Clear View filter is designed to cut through haze in outdoor shots and restore contrast in flat looking images. Previously, it was a fixed adjustment always visible in the right sidebar that didn't offer all the potential of regular filters, such as local adjustments and repeated applications. Now though, it's a filter like any other, and I can adjust the intensity to give my landscape some nice punchy clarity. I'm not sure I like the colour of the water in a lake though. It looks a little cyan to me. So to fix this, I'm going to use another new feature in Color Efex 7. It's a revised and more powerful HSL or Hue, Saturation and Lightness tool that has also been moved to the left sidebar as a filter. So I'll apply that now and then use the eyedropper tool to select the blue cyan colour of the lake and shift the hue value slightly to the right to produce a more natural looking blue tone. I might even give the saturation a little nudge too. I'll demonstrate one more change in Color Efex 7. You could add a grain effect in previous versions, but this too has now been moved to the left sidebar as a standalone filter, giving you much more control over local adjustments and how it interacts with other filters. It's best to use the zoom tools on the top toolbar to zoom into 100% or 200% to gauge the effect properly. With this filter you choose a film type whose grain you want to simulate, then use the intensity and grain size sliders to control its strength. Seeing all this grain on a modern looking image doesn't look quite right, so I'll finish off by adding Color Efex 7's Film Effects Faded filter. I can now adjust the sliders to produce a kind of faded vintage look. That's a lot of filters applied one on top of the other. They've been added to the bottom of the list in the right sidebar in the order I applied them. So does that order matter? Not always, but sometimes it can make a difference, and Color Efex 7 has a new dynamic filter approach where you can change the order to check. For a start, I can collapse each filter to just its title bar using the small disclosure arrow next to its name. This immediately makes it easier to see what filters I'm working with. Now I can simply drag them up and down to change the order in which they're applied. It's not unlike the idea of adjustment layers in Photoshop or Elements. I can also switch these filters on and off temporarily, to see what effect they are having by clicking the checkboxes to the left of the filter name. This hides the filter effect until I click on the box again to re-enable it. So after doing all this work to create an effect I like, it makes sense to save it as a preset for possible future use. And there's a button for this at the bottom of the right sidebar. I choose a name for my preset and it's saved. But where? This is where Color Efex 7's new preset organization tools come into play. You'll see at the top of the presets panel in the left sidebar there are buttons for Nik presets and personal presets. The preset I've just created is saved to the personal section and specifically the custom category. Now over time you might accumulate quite a lot of personal presets in a wide range of styles, and scrolling through a long list to find the one you want could prove a bit of a bore. In Color Efex 7 though, you can create custom categories using the plus button at the top of the presets panel. Once you've done that, you can click the 3-dot button under any preset to add it to that custom category. This is not the only improvement to the handling of presets and filters. DXO has also added a search field at the top of the sidebar so that you can quickly search for presets and filters by name, and this really is a time saver. So that was a quick tour of the new features in Nik Color Efex 7. I've long thought it one of the best plugins in the Nik suite, so it's great to see it get some attention. So thanks for watching, see you next time.